Wow. What is up, y'all boys? Y'all know I'm not trenching too. I mean, I am trenching, but look, I got a haircut. I should have took a picture before I got my cut. 'Cause damn, it was bad. I'm gonna come through with some informational videos. I know I keep saying that shit, but it's time because I really learned a lot of things, and I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I am probably, in terms of stakes, risk, and in terms of, I guess, momentum's kind of in my favor right now. Not even, honestly, but it's been trenches, gang, for like the last 30 40 days, whatever. To do a quick recap, man, actually, look, a lot of shit happened. When I said momentum was going, it was cool. I scaled up, but just a couple times I was using a very niche angle, and damn, honestly, let's just make this a true update video because there is some shit to update on this journey. First off, let's talk about how a nigga was feeling, because a nigga was down. Niggas was down, and I'm finally glad. I feel like I got my swagger back. I think I got my swagger back, and the vibes is high. And I'm gonna say the vibes is high, but like I said, right now the stakes are high, and I feel like honestly I should be at a low, and I'm just so happy that my mental is where it's at, because otherwise I don't think I would be able to function. Period, bro. Period. But okay. So what happened? Last video I posted, I was scaling up budgets. I think I was back at like 1K a day in spend. Every day was like a 2.5 ROAS. Shit was looking good, and we were scaling gradually. It broke March. To start off, March was really bad. From like the 1st to the 11th was straight negatives. Like probably lost around like 2.5K, 2K around that time period, just every day. I was thinking like, it was really confusing because at lower scale, these same ads had like a 2.5 like ROAS. So I was thinking, if I continue scaling up, 3 ROAS on some days. If I continue scaling up, it shouldn't, do be that bad. Like I'm assuming like maybe it'd be like a 1.8, 1.9, but we still be in the green. Man, oh man, bro, it was trenches. And then I was like, maybe it needs to stabilize at the new, spin. Gave it like a day or two. It didn't. I was launching new ads. The weekend was kind of okay, and then it was just overall, it was just bad. And then I rationalized it when looking at the ad. You gotta do learnings. You gotta like make sure you understand what's going on. I realized that the angle I was using, okay, to give y'all some perspective, the product that I was mentioning by name, like if you look it up on Google, they have a total annual revenue of around like 4 million. This is like a legacy product for my demographic. And I thought it was the most popular, even though when I was doing more research, more digging, I was finding out that some men didn't even know this product existed, even though it was so legacy. I thought it was like the younger side of this market, but no, like the new people that are coming with the problem, no, but like, and I was thinking, okay, if the market cap is like 3 million, it's not as common as like a book, toothpaste, or shit that people use every day. It's really niche. So how many people, if I'm talking about one specific product, how many people at any given time are using this product actively? Because I'm talking to the active users of this product. It's a very small group of people. When you talk about people that are on Facebook every single day, and I determined that this ad would be better as a retargeting ad or like as a complementary scaling ad rather than my pure top of funnel ad. And then when I looked at the belief of the demographic, I realized that I was trying to shift their belief from something that, like I was picking a harder belief to shift just based off of like a behavior that I saw out of the people that use this specific product. But because of the quiz data, I do know that only 50% of the market even use this category of product. So I was not only eliminating 50% of the market, I was also niching down in that 50% to only talk to, X amount of people, and how many of those people are on Facebook at any given time. So when I scaled up to 1K a day and Facebook had to continue looking to find people that would resonate with that ad, it didn't, it broke, and we were not able to scale off that concept, even though in the lower budgets, it was doing so well. And so I ended up scaling back down after like 10 days. And honestly, I might have waited too long, but who knows what's happening day to day. I'm talking about this shit. It's like damn near the end of the month now. We held scale at like 750. What happened? And I ain't gonna lie, we made some dumbass decisions, dog. We made some dumbass decisions. One of which I ended up, okay, most recently, maybe like 3-4 days ago, I literally nuked my campaign because I was looking at the breakdown. If you go on Facebook, you can hit breakdown and you can look at age. You can look at not race. You can look at what you call it, gender. You can look at text. You can do a breakdown on your ads to see where the money is actually going, even like the format and platform, right? So I did that and I looked at age and I realized that the most. So I'm thinking all my ads is shit, right? Because I'm not, I'm not making a profit. I'm thinking all my ads is shit, and then I see that for the last 4 months consistently, the age range of 44 and 54 every single time had a 1.8 ROAS for the last 4 months, spending tens of thousands of dollars, close to $20,000 every single month at a 1.8 ROAS for 3-4 months in a row. And I'm thinking my ads is shitty, while these other demographics are pulling it down at a 1.2, a 1.1, all these lower ROAS. So I was like, hey, let me just turn off the other ages and rip that bit. So I was like, how are we gonna do this? I said, we could test it. And I was talking to chat, not talking to chat no more. I'm at a level where I'm not talking to chat about media buying shit, bro. I feel like at this point I just gotta trust my heart and trust the rules that I lay out for myself and just be consistent on that shit. So when I asked Claude and chat and them niggas, it was like, hey man, just do a complete switch. Just turn off everything and let green light the new campaigns with the ad sets with the age restriction. And I was like, you know what? Bet. So that night, I went ahead and did that, even though that day that I did that was like a 1.8 ROAS on the whole day. So I was probably on the day. I was still like, you know what? This is how we're going to unlock scale consistently. So I did that shit, and the next day, I'm talking about we spent $300, no sales, gang, not even add a cart, gang. And I was like, I mean, I could have waited about 4 days. That's what I was going to do before. I was going to wait 4 days. And I was like, I was thinking, nigga, go to sleep, wake up, refreshed, new mind. I was just like, what the fuck did I just do? So then I go back, because, people be like, nah, don't even worry about ad account stuff, all these things, right? And then I had heard like somebody else say something different. Everybody's saying something, bro. And I'm like, at this point, you just gotta, trust your muscle, boy. Put it on the grill, whatever, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about. But so I go back and I reverse everything because I'm tripping. That day ended off pretty shit. I'm talking about maybe like a 0.7 ROAS. Next day, and I also turned off top spender because it was still that aftershave ad. So I did all those things, and mind you, the week before, I had also realized that my offer was shit in terms of not really in terms of margin, but in terms of like I was offering like a buy one get one free, and a lot of people were getting the buy one get one free. I didn't have an anchor price. I didn't have an anchor offer. The entry offer, bro. I'm telling you, as a new brand, you don't even know who I am. I'm telling you, you can get results in around 3 weeks, and on the website it says one lasts a month. And I'm saying you can get one and then get another one free, and you don't even trust my brand, you're gonna pick the top offer. So that ended up, my AOV was like a $53 AOV. And I was like, this is bad for business because it's just bad, bro. It's just bad. So I reworked it. So I did an offer change, and I was looking at Forge Skin, something brand like that. Forge Skin, that's the brand I was looking at. They are like in this like sex desire, and they're doing all these things. And I was trying to tap into that style of ads. And also I changed my offer to that offer because they niggas is ruthless. I'm talking about they saying, hey, one is like 50 something dollars. I mean, they charge a lot for their product. And I was thinking it's because their desire is so intense. And yeah, I was like, let me match their offer. And I'm talking about their offer was expensive. I did that offer. Nobody was converting, gangy. Nobody wanted that shit. I ended up reworking my offer, and actually right now, my AOV is officially around $62 AOV, and the margins on that are phenomenal, between like 70, really like 80% margin. So it's amazing, and my conversion rate really didn't get affected at this point. Like it's been like 4 or 5 days. So it's perfect, and it's really unlocking scale on its own, but I'm still holding budgets for what I'm about to get into. So, yeah, I had also did an offer change week before, and then I went ahead and nuked my campaign, and then like I'm like just getting out of that. It's been like 3 or 4 days. I only have enough money for like this month and next month, and then like I'm out of cash. I have no money. I have to make money. Like I had like 4 months of living expenses set aside. Like now I gotta like pull out of the business to pay rent. Right. So this is like trench warfare. And I around like 3K in monthly just fixed expense for the business in terms of like from between payroll and subscriptions, like combined. So it was just really, really bad for all what was going on in March. March was a really, really hard month, and I was thinking after Chinese New Year's, we're going to scale the fuck up. And then today, I will also say this. I'm very thankful for the quiz funnels. I hopped on a call with the person that runs the quiz funnel site, or one of the customer success reps, because that's really what he is. And I had a lead gen funnel, and I was on a lead gen plan, and I was able to upgrade my plan and get access to all the responses in my quiz. And I'm talking, it's over 8,000 responses from my market on what products they're using, on the angles that I was talking about, on their desired outcome. And at first I had around 2,000, which kind of like made me feel a type of way about I guess like the direction I was going in terms of like I wasn't too confident. But like after seeing how the numbers went with 8,000 and seeing like even the angle ads that like I had some sex ads, like some sex desire based ads that were in the market, that were in that account at the time. And that is like out of 9,000 people that were going to the funnel, when it broke down to it, the reason why they wanted to fix their problem had not shit to do with sex. Like that shit was like maybe 3%. But in my head, I'm thinking if I pick a higher desire and it still makes sense, because inherently it does still make sense, and it still is an effect. It's not like I just did it to do it and it was just like some stupid shit to do. Like some people were saying it in the research and it made sense, right? But what I learned, and a lot of stuff you got to kind of figure out on your own. I have been reading Breakthrough Advertising, and honestly, that book is fire. Like, bro, like I said, I'm gonna drop this educational video, and y'all gonna see, like, bro, I've learned so much. Deadass, you can teach yourself anything, dog. When I really think about how much I learned and where I'm at, bro, like, yeah, you can use Claude to write your shit. You can rip ads. Even in Breakthrough Advertising, he's like, bro, it's a chapter in this book. I could really read this whole right now if I really want to get studious on y'all niggas. Low key. And that's how you know I'm really reading this book. I didn't even annotate this. I just remembered it and I went to the exact page. I know I paused it, but it only took me like 10 seconds to find this out. I don't know how much of this I want to read. I guess I'll kind of skip around. This is a hard fact to accept. It means that a solution which has cost you days and weeks of painful effort and which has done its job perfectly can only be used once. It means that there are no creative shortcuts. That effort must be duplicated with each individual ad, but fortunately the techniques of probing can be learned and perfected. Intuition can be sharpened. Sensitivity can be developed for picking out the vital fact from a maze of information. And of course, abandoning this effort leads to a reality which is even harsher. Many copywriters grow old, are tired, or afraid. They stop searching for the unique solution in every problem. From this moment on, they begin to copy instead of create. And the most pathetic of all, many begin to copy themselves. The more successful the copywriter, the greater the temptation to find his new headline in his old files. But that won't work. Copying can be done by any cub. All this process does is bring the talent down to the level of a file cabinet mediocrity. This true copywriter must argue with success. He must push on past it every time he faces a new product. In advertising, as well as in science and art, the solution to a unique to the unique lies only in itself. That shit is from the GOAT Eugene Shorts. Everybody talk about this man. He's saying, like, of course you can copy, you can take. It's not even about copying. It's taking inspiration and doing, but not plugging shit in the chat. If you get it, you get it, dog. You're not learning none if you do that shit. So I'm gonna drop a video on some real fucking knowledge, probably in the next like 2 days. Going in a little bit about something you can use to make your copy a little bit better. Yeah, this book, I haven't even finished it. I'm actually bullshitting. It was like the freaking 14th, and I realized I only read it 2 days this month, so I've been picking it up, not daily, but like every other day and nightly at this point. I know it said not daily, but I've been reading it way more. Probably read around like 100 pages in the last like 3 days. which really isn't that much, but it's a really dense book. It is a really dense book. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm talking about every other word you like, this nigga spinning, bro. I gotta write this shit down. Or this man spinning, I gotta highlight this. Or this man spinning, I gotta think about this. Or this man spinning, and I gotta put the book down and just hit one of these. Become the thinker. All right, y'all boys. I'm gonna get back to it. I hope y'all been good. Like I said, I know the vibes is high, but the situation is definitely low. And like I said, bro, this is just like after I get out of this shit, I'm gonna drop a video, just full transparency on everything going on in my life at this given time. I'll probably record a video now and post it in 30 to 60 days. So whether I win or lose, y'all just know the real of what the fuck been going on. Because I know I tend to like really push everything away when I'm going through shit. And I'm just really glad to kind of be back in the groove of things, back feeling good. And just like ready to, sometimes you gotta look at the world and just say, pass the rock, bitch. And then we're gonna talk about it in another video. But y'all boys be easy, all right?